Hello everyone, my name is Wale Yaya, and I'm here to provide a narrative of the historical evolution of instructional design and those who shaped it. The field of instructional design and technology has evolved throughout the years. There has been revolutionary ideas and pivotal moments in history that has shaped this field. Now, each of these historical events also builds upon the last, just as we saw during the definition stages, that each definition builds on the next. And this has helped shape how we create meaningful learning experiences that we have today. From the times of structured training programs during the World War II to what we have today with AI's powered adaptive learning, these milestones don't just belong in the textbooks, but they actively guide my work and also inspire my design as an instructional design technologist. Now I'm going to walk you through the journey of my reading for this week and the readings. Before World War II, education was often rigid and teacher-centered, which means the teacher was always the centerpiece of instruction. However, there was an American philosopher named John Dewey who challenged tradition by arguing that learning should be rooted in real-world problem solving. John believed that education wasn't just about memorization, but that it was also about experience and what students experience in their own personal life. I consider this as truth. Every time I design, I choose to design problem-based learning activities whereby learners tackle authentic challenges instead of just abstract concepts. During this era as well, there came along Maria Montessori, who expanded the vision of John Dewey, showing how self-directed exploration in a carefully prepared environment can work, and also showed how this can also unlock new learning and also allow students to dive deeper into learning. And today, these principles still lives on. Currently in technology, we do have interactive simulations, which tries to mimic real-world examples, real-world experiences. In 1962, Robert Mager transformed how we define success in learning. Robert was insistent on clear, measurable objectives, which ensures that training wasn't just delivered, but that it was accountable. Before MAGA, there were pioneers like Bobbitt and Charters who also laid the groundwork for performance-based design. And now, personally, when I craft corporate training, I start with one question: what will learners do differently? And this focus on outcomes, we focus on what we're going to learn at the end of the day at the beginning. And this also helps keep my work grounded in real life impact. Then there was the formative evaluation movement, which is the era we are in today. It's unprecedented innovation. There are AI tutors, there are gamified learning, there are virtual classrooms that we can benefit from. Despite all this technology, there was also the principle that was pioneered by Scriven and Bloom, which we will look at in the next slide right here. Uh, in the 21st century, there became an enormous interest in online education. Currently, we have remote work, we have gamified learning, And we have different types of AI tools that are being used in the 21st century. And this also allows us to continuously give feedback as we design instruction. And this can be explored further using the Dick and Carey model, which was created to ensure that ongoing feedback is embedded into instructional design. The Dick and Carey model, which was developed in the 1970s, also emphasized iterative design and shaped the field of instructional design. Now, just to touch a bit further on the formative evaluation movement, by the 1990s, the field recognized that learning isn't just about transmitting knowledge, but it's about constructing it. And this led to constructivism, which showed us that learners thrive when they explore, collaborate, and solve problems in authentic contexts. I believe this philosophy shapes every digital learning environment that we design today, and looking at from social learning platforms to scenario-based assessments. This also helps mirror workplace complexities when it comes to the problem solving of issues. The constructivist approach is what we have today in the formative evaluation movement, formative evaluation era, and it allows students and learners to use their own personal experiences and also construct learning based on what they already know. In conclusion, looking at John Dewey's experiential classrooms to what we have in today's AI-driven classrooms or online platforms, instructional design has definitely always been about solving one core problem, solving one problem from one year to another, from one generation to another. Instructional design has helped to bridge the gap between knowledge and real world problems. As a technologist, I don't just study these milestones, I stand on them, and because they also remind me that the most powerful learning tools are not just the innovation or the innovative tools that we create, but it's more about the human interactions that we have, which helps impact learning. Now, I want you personally to think about the last time you learned something truly impactful. What made it stick? Chances are that some of the milestones that we reflected upon, whether you realize it or not, also helps make some of those learning truly impactful. Thank you for reviewing my work. Thank you for listening to this narration. Have a wonderful day.